Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming everyone to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today I'm bringing a reading for us to look at the energies surrounding the Divine Feminine collective. What is the light and the dark that the Divine Feminine is integrating right now in her life? The shadows that she's facing and the shadows that she is integrating to bring more light and wholeness. Twin flame is a blessing. Twin flame journey, to be on a twin flame journey is a blessing. And if you've met your twin in the physicality and you're going through a period of separation or perhaps limited communication, or the communication comes in and out, it's blocked, this is part of the journey. This is the part of where we pull all that needs to be healed up to the surface, to be shed more light on, for there to be more love and light. I just did the Divine Masculine reading where I look at the similar aspects in their life. So looking at what goes on in their light and the shadow aspects helps us to understand our journey and the connection. So in this one, I will focus on the Divine Feminine. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you resonate with the vibration of the Divine Feminine, that's what it is for you. I simply just say she and he for easier purposes, but it's not gender specific. So see what part resonates for you. I am doing this reading as a timed reading for April, but truly it is a timeless reading, because whenever you trance upon it is when this energy is meant to manifest in your life for you. So first, let's look at what are some of the lessons and the energies that the Divine Feminine is integrating and working through now. So the energies that the light and the dark, both shadow aspect, that the Divine Feminine is working on is truly being patient. Means things are not always panning out on your timeline, whether in your own life, in your own relationships, not related to the Divine Masculine, or specifically how you want this relationship with the Divine Masculine to pan out. So the Divine Feminine, you are accepting, you are learning, this is part of the growth, and you're learning that everything happens in divine order. As much as you would like for things to work out in a certain way, the Divine has their plan. The Divine has their plan on exactly when this union is meant to manifest. Because each twin is individually, even though we're the same soul fabric, you're individually working on soul lessons. You know, we've come here in the third dimension under the whole illusionary aspect to break free from those illusions, to break free from cultural programming, societal programming, to work through those. Each individual, so you and your twin individually are overcoming these lessons. So be patient in the journey, because there may be a part where you have completed a certain cycle or completed a certain part of the learning, but the Divine Masculine is now going through that learning period. And then there are times when the Divine Masculine has learnt that part of the lesson and has taken a few steps forward, and you are working through some of your lessons. So this is this part of being patient on, but every time as you're cleansing and working through these, there is a parallel movement and a connection between the two of you. Okay, that's one. So that's one of the big lessons, the light and the shadow. Sometimes we get super impatient. We understand that this is divine order, but we get frustrated. So this is the light and the dark that you are integrating right now. And this month, what will help you is to be gentle with yourself and be patient with yourself and your journey and your own self, within your own self. There may be things that you're trying to manifest and do in your workplace, in your home front, and things just take a little bit of time. So if you'll encounter some sort of a friction, know that this is the part of the growth to strengthen your patience. Okay, so that's one of the lessons you are integrating. The second one is, and it goes much in alignment with this part, is opening of the heart chakra. This is empathy, being open to seeing both sides of a situation. So in this month, perhaps, or you may be drawing to you people, life experiences, in relationships, at workplace, anything that you're trying to do, you may just start to see, and again, I'm using the word friction, but notice there's some sort of an opposition or some sort of a differing viewpoint. But you're being asked to be more gentle, to be more patient with yourself. As you learn more patience and you're more patient with yourself, you're less judgmental towards yourself, you're less critical towards yourself, your heart chakra cleanses. Okay, so your heart chakra cleanses and you're more empathetic. So this is part of what you are integrating right now, is empathy. And the third energy up is that of blame. Blame is really the energy where you are taking responsibility for yourself. You're no longer looking at an external circumstance, maybe perhaps on where you're living, how you are, what the situation has been. You're not feeling trapped by a situation. You're freeing yourself energetically from the mind, and you're relinquishing the blame on another person, but you're taking the full responsibility on, I'm responsible for my happiness. I'm responsible for all the goodness that I can experience in my life. And once we get out of that victim mindset, we are empowering ourselves. So this is the energy of empowerment. This is the energy of releasing the victim consciousness, the lack consciousness, and taking responsibility, whether it is in your work, whether it is in creating financial abundance, whether it is creating a healthy boundary and relationships with people around you, your family, your siblings, your parents, your children, your co-workers, your friends. You begin to start to take responsibility for what is taking place in your life. And as you begin to empower yourself and begin to take responsibility for yourself, you are actually honoring your masculine energy within you. And as you begin to honor the masculine energy within you, you're honoring your divine masculine energetically. And that empowers the divine masculine. This is about power. What is the main focal energy that the divine feminines this month are working with? Dreams. So what I'm sensing here are what you're integrating. Many of you are getting a lot of downloads in this month, or are, whenever you chance upon this, is in your dream space. You are getting a lot of signs, symbols from the universe. Maybe you're seeing repeated numbers, maybe animal signs, certain other names through songs. There's synchronicities that are coming up. Maybe you're getting repeated dreams. You know, what else? What else am I seeing from here? I'm also seeing that you're getting a lot of downloads as you connect with the moon cycles. So watch your thoughts and watch your emotions. See how you're feeling when the full moon's coming, because closer to the full moon, a lot of the emotions come up. When these emotions come up, they're coming up for healing. And try to align yourself. Try to align yourself with the moon cycle, with you beginning to manifest with the new moon energy. That's another message. Okay? Because you are definitely getting a lot of downloads. And I also feel that for those who are in separation with your twin right now, you're absolutely no contact, no communication. You are connecting in dream space. Okay? You may be coming in each other's dreams. Well, we're always connected, but I definitely feel like there'll be a heightened communication through the dream space. Wow. So you know what a big message that's coming that you're definitely integrating is empathy. From this other deck, this one was empathy here. This is also empathy here. What are the odds of that energy coming out from two different decks? Okay, let's first start with, because this is a big message. Let's address this part right now, because this has come with blame. This one says that you feel and understand the emotions of another in service of love. And it's coming with the energy of blame. So perhaps some of you are blaming your situations, your responsibilities, or things that have taken place in your life with people around you. And you're blaming that circumstance, you're blaming that situation, not related. Right now, I'm not talking about your twin right now. This is just in your own life, keeping the twin out, in the physicality, the people around you. There is this energy of you wishing and wanting things to be different. So, and you blame your current situation for where you are. So one of the lessons is what I feel you're integrating right now, Divine Feminine, is that the people around you are helping you to take back your responsibility. So one of the things that will help you is to offer forgiveness and open your heart. Offer forgiveness and open your heart. And come from that place of love, that they're here to help me. They're here to help me to grow more in love. Okay? To grow more in love. And as you do that, you are opening your heart energy more to be able to receive the divine masculine energy. Okay, that's one. And wow, there's a big shift in energy here. It was so quiet here, and now the winds of change are here. You're taking ownership. Blame is, I accept responsibility now for my well-being. I am in charge of my well-being, whatever that looks like. I am going to be responsible for my happiness. So you're beginning to take ownership. So there's going to be the push and pull with the ownership. You'll take a few steps forward, and sometimes you'll take a step back. Okay? Not because you want to. This is the part of the growth and the learning. When we are learning, right? We're learning something. You're repeating the same part again and again till it cements in. So you're acknowledging some of the things you really have to look at. What are some of the mistakes you have made? Meaning things that you would want a correction on. I'm not saying, oh, you made a mistake. Look back. You may have acted out, and then you go back and you say, you know, I regret I shouldn't have done it. I should have held on better to my emotions. So looking back at that part and seeing what are some of the things that you can do differently now. That is taking ownership. That is taking responsibility in your life. And this energy of patience has come with past. What you're integrating as the light and the dark is, as you're shedding light on the past events, you're taking ownership for some of the ways in which you can bring in more empathy, more love, more responsibility, being more patient in your dealings with others, in your relationships with others. And so through the power of love, you're releasing these stagnant situations, the people, things that you've really held on to for a long time. They served you up to a point, but it's up to you now to see, is this what you want? Do you want to stay with that past energy, or is it time to release that? Okay, so take ownership, and you are being guided through strong dreams. Your angels, your guides are connecting with you and guiding you towards the next stages and the next place that you need to go, where you are being taken to. Let's look at tarot on what you're integrating as the light and the dark. Success and growth. You're really focusing on growth. What I'm also sensing here, Divine Feminines, on the light and the dark, is that I feel like in your work, if there's something that you've done, whether you were seeking to grow in your career or start your own work, there has been a lot of, I feel like they've been like starts and stops, starts and stops. It's been quite fluctuating. And that has probably created some sort of a stagnancy, and perhaps you started to feel disillusioned about your work. And ever, if you'll be able to succeed, whether it's materially, financially, have this abundant life that you have dreamed of, you know, to be a leader in your own life. This is the Eight of Pentacles energy here. And I'm sorry, this is the Eight of Wands energy here. So there's a lot of success, growth, and movement here for you. And you have been patient. So the part of this growth and the learning cycle for you is that, you know, when we plant seeds, and I'm recording in my backyard, and I say this, if you're coming to my channel for the first time, I record in this backyard. And, you know, I have planted many rose bushes, different types of plants, right? And each has taken its own time to grow. So there's a time, a growth period. There's a time for nurturing. There's a time for incubation. So be patient and continue to power your seeds of thoughts, and they are going to grow. They are going to be successful. So change change your attitude towards being more positive. Change your words that you're putting out into the universe as that of success, so that through the past I'm taking ownership. There were certain missteps that I took, and I can make those corrections, and I am successful. So be patient. We can't force the growth to take place. Like, okay, grow, and give yield these fruits. No, the tree is going to grow at its own pace. So that's what we talk about, the divine timing. So this is one part relating to your own life that you are integrating right now. And also, look at the growth that you've had in your spiritual self with your connection with the divine masculine. If you've connected with the divine masculines, and there's a connection period, disconnection period, disconnection, connection. So every time the connection has taken place, it may have felt like it was wow, it was intense and a lot came up, but you grew more in love, you grew more in releasing blame, you grew more in releasing regret and other aspects, and you're taking ownership. Okay, so you are growing spiritually, you're growing individually, and that is what this twin flame journey is all about. It is going to be time for you to shine in the sun. The divine masculines received this card too in their reading. What else are they integrating, angels? What else are the divine feminines integrating? Chariot. They also got the Chariot card. This is about movement. This is about a movement and getting closer in alignment. First, I'll talk about this just individually. How much love are you offering yourself and offering another? Are you open to receiving? You can only open to receive once you let go of the past hurts within this connection and with other people in your life. Are there people you are unable to forgive right now? So the more you're able to let go of that energy, and the more you are able to dissolve and learn that lesson and learn to love them all as the lesson that took place, the more you'll grow in unconditional love. And the more you grow in unconditional love, there is a movement. So now within this connection, I am seeing that you are taking charge of your life. You are taking ownership of your own life, and that is deepening the bond. This is deepening the bond. There is movement. This is the card of Chariot. This is the movement in the heart energy, even though it may not seem like it at times. There's great spiritual, oh, so many came. Okay, I'll take them all. So it is time for you to change your focus. Look at things from a different way. Let's look at the first energy up. Crown chakra, that goes along with the dream space here. So you're card number 7 here. 2 7s right here. There's a lot of crown chakra activity taking place, meaning there's a lot of divine light, divine energy. I told you, right? You're getting a lot of message. You're getting a lot of downloads. Your DNA is going through a major upgrade and an upshift, up-leveling. This is a divine connection, divine counterpart connection. And you are integrating this. This is the light aspect. This is your light aspect. Continue to trust. You're seeking the truth. 777. This reading is 777. For the divine feminines, this is 777. 777. Major spiritual lessons, major spiritual upgrade. And now is when I will tell you what had taken place. I had done the divine masculine reading. It was a 45-minute divine feminine reading right after that. And then I did a love reading for just general love reading, not related to twin flames. Do you know I was going to edit and start uploading? There was 0 voice on the divine feminine and the love reading. And I walk in the house. Normally, I would have been, that. I literally was, okay, I'm going to just eat lunch. That's fine. It was an hour and a half, 2 hours. I deleted those, and I just immediately went into that energy of, I'm sure the messages that are meant to come now through this reading will be more pertinent, and maybe those messages were not that pertinent. That's why my voice was muted. Part of lesson of patience, part of surrender. If this had not gone through, I would have just surrendered and said it's not meant to come through today. There is great spiritual movement. You are seeking the truth. There is this part. There is not going to be a distance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Each is seeking the truth individually in their journey. Okay, so see what is true and be true to yourself. Okay, take ownership, take responsibility. Card number 13, Death card, major transformation. Major transformation taking place in you within this connection. As you are taking ownership, you're releasing blame, you're releasing the old negative energy, you're rising more in love. There is a great, great transformative energy that's around you that you will sense and feel in the month of April or when you see it. Balance. 7 and 7 is 14. This is the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy coming together. So this up and down, this part of connection, reconnection, disconnection, reconnection is all about bringing the two polar energies in balance. And each of you individually, even though you're the same soul fabric, are going through individual lessons. So when a certain lesson comes up and they had, let's say this is the divine masculine, they had mistrust or people who had betrayed or taken advantage of them, it will be, as much as they love the divine feminine, as much as they know this connection, it is hard for them to build trust. Okay, same for divine feminine. If you have had relationships where you have given and you've given all, and then you're coming across the divine masculine, how do you trust this masculine? As much as you feel the love. So those are the shadow aspects. We trigger those shadow aspects, and that's why I'm doing a light and shadow reading here for us. Okay, so to look at that, it is time for you to let go and open your heart, all the armor that you're putting on you, divine feminine, to open up to vulnerabilities, to trust. You trust that you are getting that guidance. You're getting divinely guided at this point. Here it is. The universe is stepping in to bring a balancing between the two energies. This is this is rest and reconsider. So this is where sometimes this is like we're in the hermit phase. So during this part of the journey, if there is a disconnect taking place right now, no communication, that is actually okay. Don't distress and focus on your twin right now. Focus on yourself. Focus on your journey. Focus on resting and healing your shadows. Seeing. Because facing the emotions and facing the past is not easy. Revisiting hurtful situations is very hard. And it's hard on the body. It's hard on the emotions. It's hard on the spirit. So it's gentle. So be gentle. Be empathetic towards yourself, please. Please, divine feminines, go easy on you. Love on you first, please. As much as you love the divine masculine, love yourself more first, please. I really feel that. 777. And this rest and reconsider is like, whew, it's bringing that energy in. Okay? And we got the solar plexus. It's definitely about self-worth. Self-worth, blame, self-worth, and self-confidence. Some of you are, whether it's in your work or in your other connections, not the twin flame connection, you're feeling, people are saying things and it's triggering the part where you feel unworthy, where you feel underconfident, you are lacking self-esteem. And just be gentle, that the solar plexus chakra is about your own accomplishments, and it's about you rising in your power, and it's about power. Take your power back. This is about being powerless. This is all about taking the power back. Okay, the power center is being activated within you, and this is what's helping to magnetize your twin flame to you. Believe and succeed. Beautiful. 6 of Wands. And I was thinking the Wands energy, like I'm seeing like all lights, it's all systems go. So under the dreams, we've got this major crown chakra energy clearing that's taking place. So many times we go back into the old ways. We don't trust ourselves. We don't trust the journey. We find ourselves giving the power away, and we find ourselves stuck in a circle, but we're not. There is movement. I want you to know that. I want to show you this constant movement. Every time you're going in that cyclical pattern, you're not going in a cyclical pattern. You are really ascending. This is definitely ascension energies that I'm picking up here. Definitely focus on growth and success, That's what had come up in the love reading. I had done such a fun love reading. Okay, angels, you didn't want me to do a fun reading. I'll try again. But let's, where was I? Yes, I want to pull some messages here on what is really hidden from the divine masculines right now. Divine masculines, I want you to see, these are all intention set cards. You know, she's healing. Divine feminine is healing. She's the star. She's hope. She's inspiration. And when you have such magnetic and strong energy, it is hard when you're not recognized and people blame you or there are hurtful situations. So she's bringing healing in, which you cannot see right now. She is the star, and she's recognized and honored in the spiritual realm. And very soon, this energy is going to be recognized within herself and the physicality. So that's something that you don't know that is going on. So if she has, quote unquote, cut you off, it is not for anything else, but she is in a internal growth, internal movement of redirecting and growing more in the heart space, so that she can open up more to the love, and so that you can learn your lessons individually, so that when the two of you come together, divine masculine and divine feminine, there's harmony and so much love that it fills the universe with that beauty and love. Okay? So let's see what's hidden from you, divine masculines. What's going on in the divine feminine's lives. I mean, this whole reading is that, but I'm going to say what's hidden, what she's probably not telling you, what she's probably hiding from you. She's working on her, definitely. Self-worth and work, definitely. Definitely. And this is double. Okay, this reading is going to be titled 7777. There's another 7 here. Same card, Chariot. She is taking charge of her life right now. The universe is guiding her. The angels are guiding her. It's all about work. And if she is taking, quote unquote, a break from you, allow that part for her. Allow that for her, divine masculine, because she's working on self-worth and really creating a strength of financial structure and stability. And this is rightfully so in the month of April, which is the energy of 4. It's all about root. It's all about the origin. It's all about the Kundalini, and it's all about stability and structure. So she's creating very strong structures, foundational structures for herself. There's a big shift that the universe is bringing in her life. Okay? There's the Wheel of Fortune. That's actually hidden from you right now. Let's see what else is there. She is making a choice. She might have made a choice right now to not be in contact with you. And that is something that she has received as higher guidance for now. Just allow that. But this choice is really not to disconnect you, but to find her own value, to heal her own shadows, to work on her own shadow element right now. I'll take one more. Yeah, this one had come up even in the first time when I did the reading. The loss that she felt on the lost opportunities, losses in past relationships, hurt caused within this connection. But it wasn't that you were intentionally causing her hurt, divine masculines. It is that you triggered the hurt that was already existing in her, in how you spoke, in how you communicated, in what you didn't communicate, and what she had as expectations. And, you know, this is part of her learning, is to not look at the things that have not worked out, but to keep being that star. You see, I showed you that star card, right? That's what is hidden from you right now, that she is healing her emotions at this point. There is a change. There is a change on hand for her. So I'll take any more messages that the divine feminines, any messages that need to come through. I do see winds of change. Definitely with this Wheel of Fortune and this intense winds blowing suddenly. It was very calm when I had began the reading. Turbulences and maybe something's unexpected. You know what I'm feeling with all of this energy? If my umbrella flies up again, I'm telling you, that's what it is. It is that you'll get some unexpected stuff take place in your life, Divine Feminines. It's going to be like a whirlwind. I'm literally feeling like, okay, there might be news that comes in, like I was telling you, right? There may be something, maybe the Divine Masculine way, something, but I'm feeling like you're focusing on your work. There may be some work related news that comes in, and that is going to absolutely rock your world for the positive. Something that's going to shift that energy. Something that you've been waiting on. Okay, that's another thing. Definitely someone from the past is coming and speaking. Could be the Divine Masculines for some of you, not for all of you. I do feel that Divine Masculines will probably start with, hey, how are you doing? You know, been a long time. And then don't get angry. Don't. Just hold back, because you're like, really? You want to start with a high with all that that took place? It may be just something initially just literally like that. Okay, that's just for some of you. I don't feel that that's what it's going to be for all of you, that your Divine Masculine is going to get in touch with you. I definitely feel like something from the past, something that you have been reminiscing about, wanting, wishing, really, for things working out in your workplace or in relationships in general. Some positive news is coming. Something that's going to make you very, very happy. I do see that. Something that was of the past, that was heartache. And this energy had come up for the Divine Feminine reading. I'm telling you. Past hurts. Yeah. So there may be some communication that comes in. Could be from your Divine Masculine. Could be. Do let me know if your Divine Masculine communicates about this. That would be kind of nice to know as a reader, that if the story panned out for you, is that the Divine Masculine is going to talk about the heartache, will talk about perhaps confusion or illusions, or perhaps talk about that they were distracted by other things and they were following some other stuff, and they're really sorry for the heartache that they caused you and they left you. I do feel that, because I am seeing the 10 of Pentacles here, which is about stability on all levels here. So there would be news about perhaps stability, perhaps starting something or going towards and bringing balance. Perhaps they'll talk about how unstable they feel. They don't feel materially secure, and they're trying to find that balance in. Okay. I am definitely seeing that as part of the messages that are coming forth, that are hidden and extra for the Divine Feminines. Let's take some final guidance messages. What do the Divine Feminines need to know, angels? Says here, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. We talked about the release. So there'll be vulnerabilities, there'll be openness that comes in, and you're going to understand that there are cycles. There may be a cycle of a separation that comes in, and they ask and they come in and create a cycle of separation. But understand that. Continue to be patient, and you work on your energy, work on your life. And there may be, for some of you, the cycle of a coming together, right? We're on different cycles and phases. So part of your lesson and part of the message is that you are understanding the various cycles in life. Okay? And as a cycle is ending, there is a new cycle that is opening up and starting. A final message for the Divine Feminines. And this one also wants to come. Clarity. So they also have the clarity of belief. You're going to start to gain more clarity about yourself, about your connection, about your life. I do see that opening up in this month for you, Divine Feminines. Forgiveness. How interesting. If I get around to posting this, I think I should post the Divine Feminine reading before. I am doing a forgiveness meditation this Friday. I don't know the date. in March, but I'll be doing it in April also. Every Friday is my intention, one Friday at 12 noon to do a gratitude meditation, and the following Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time to do a forgiveness meditation, 30 minutes. I'm feeling like the more forgiveness we can do collectively within ourselves and forgiving others, it just cleanses the heart. And if we can all come together and collectively work on it and create this community, it'd be wonderful. It'd be wonderful. This will help you to close out that old cycle. So don't hold on to the divine masculine or control a situation. If it's something that's fading away for now, just let it fade away and focus on your growth, because there's a lot you're focusing that the universe is providing for you. I am seeing definitely growth in your workspace also, and communication from the divine counterpart opening up for you. So the different cycles of learning and growth, allow and grow with them, divine feminines. I love you so very much. I'm a divine feminine myself. I send you love and light on this journey. It can be quite challenging. If you are in service, in need of any sort of healing or counseling or guidance, actually, I don't like to call it counseling. It's just like community guidance. I'm here. I mean, I do readings, yes. That's one part, but there's a lot more in supporting one another. I create many meditations and healings. I am an energy healer, so I bring forth messages and I create these services to bring more harmony and healing within ourselves. And I started something with another energy healer, and I mentioned that in one of my other readings. I just forgot to mention it in the divine masculine reading. I'm not very good with marketing and all of that, so I'm not marketing right now. I'm just simply sharing with you because we work with these energies, work in releasing these pains, these traumas, and the more we are able to release, there's more good feeling. I actually had an energy healing session with an energy healer last night, and I was asking him, will I be able to do readings today? Because you'll be so energized. And I was in a very different space this morning. It's more acceptance that flew in. There was more honoring, because there was a lot of forgiveness for the pain and releasing of the pain. So if you are interested, do check that out. Email me or just check out the description. Really. I just do what I'm intuitively guided. Okay. So, all right, enough of talking. I will let you go before my umbrellas fly out. Definitely winds of change are on hand, and I send you much love and light, and I will talk to you soon, loves. Bye.